How did the song originate in California?
Oh man, I tell this story 100 times a day, man, everywhere I go. Man, it was all pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trapped out. So everything I'm always listening for is street, hood, got that bounce, you know what I'm saying? But when he played this, cause he was shopping beats out for the homie Hanky, shout out Mr. Hanky, who made the beat. He shot it, like he was playing different beats, like, yeah, I'm sending this out to such and such or whatever. Then he like, boy, check this thing out right here. He played it. As soon as it come on, I was like, I was like, boy, I know what that is, you know what I'm saying? He's like, boy, that's that Frankie Bell. I was like, yes. I said, man, I like that. I was like, nah, I could mess with that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the time I was pushing a song called Celebrate, you know what I'm saying? But that just had that good feeling, like it came on. And he's like, boy, we riding down the back road, you know what I'm saying, taking me home, he playing it. He's like, boy, yeah, man, you get somebody on that hook singing, talking about how you be making them trips to California and this and that. He's like, boy, then you go in on it, you know what I'm saying, then you get a feature of somebody on it. I was like, yeah. Went in one there, out there, I was like, all right. So he telling Hanky, he like, man, Colonel getting the beat. Colonel, just hold tight. Don't let such and such get it or whatever. He like such and such want to get his beats. A major artist, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, he kept on preaching. I'm like, man, whatever. So he's so sneaky, right? Like, it was different hooks. Like, one of my homies did a hook on it. Like, the hook would fly. I liked it, but I was like, I like that for a different beat or something. I was like, it's fly bit. I was like, this is just, you need the right one for this beat. It can't be a beat wasted, it needs to click. So I just ain't think nothing of it, you know. I left it in the archives because the hook was on it. Then he sent the hook with Rico on it. But Rico just sang through the phone. See, the last one I got, it was recorded in the studio. So, you know, this time I said, man, what the hell is that? I was like, why it sound like, he's like, oh, he just singing it to the thing playing. I said, oh, okay. I was like, boy, I was scared, like, man, that sound horrible. Then I listened to it again, I was like, yeah, that was all right. And it was kind of like what we had, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I ain't think nothing of it. Mess around. Dolph was in town. He said, man, you need to book some studio time over there at the Star Bar. Because we got a studio right behind the Star Bar, my homeboy Manifest. Shout out to Kicks and Snares, Legion Music, you know what I'm saying? But we was over there. Anytime artists come in town, man, we just book some time. We be over there, we be just trapping, we short stopping, we wait, we gonna catch them. Hey, how much for a feature? Come on. You know what I'm saying? So Dolph was in there, and Pocket was like, man, I got Rico coming through. I was like, man, how you spending my money like that? I'm cursing I was like, man, ain't nobody asked for Rico to come through, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna do this song with Dolph. He's like, man, I need you to lay that junk down, man, that Hanky track or whatever. So I was like, all right, so ain't nobody showing up. Pocket ain't there, Rico ain't there, the beat ain't there. So I'm like, man, and Dolph ready to go. So I was like, man, do this double. So he jump on the double, and he jump in there, lay it down. I like, all right, we jamming. You know, the crew was happy. As soon as he leave out, my homie get a verse from him. My homie Hype Pacino, shout out Hype. He get a verse from Dolph. And then Rico show up, Pocket showed, and he got the beat. So I pulled Dolph to the side. I said, bro, look out for me, man. Let me get the two. What you gonna do for the second verse? So he looked out, showed me that love. I hit him off. I said, now this the original track you was supposed to do. I said, that other one ain't, I was like, that other one was just, I ain't want to just, like I said, I keep my face straight. So I ain't want to waste the time, so I just went ahead and got him to do the other song bit. This was the original one. So that was my first time hearing it come through the studio stereo. You know, that's a different sound than anything. So when it come in, I'm like, oh, snap. Then I look at Dolph, and then I can see him jam. Then Rico was like, all right, I'm ready. And he walk in the booth, and he just hit it. I was like, damn, that's her right there. And Dolph is like, I seen his homeboy seeing them. They was like, yeah, I'm feeling that right there. So he go in the booth. Man, he laid, like he did double, it took him a minute. He did California like that. Like, he just jumped right into it, like he was loving it. And I ain't gonna front, I ain't pictured Dolph on that kind of beat, but I was just listening to him. I listened to him a lot. Then curse him out later. I mean, I shouldn't have listened to you, you know what I'm saying? But I go for what and that time, I listened to him, man, he did right. Like, he put everything, he orchestrated everything. He set it up smooth, cause like he tricked everything into play, you know. I didn't even know Rico was coming through and this and that. And I just, you know, when it came through, I played it off. I told Dawes, I was like, man, this the original beat you was supposed to do, man. Let me get the lookout on this one, whatever. And it was a done deal, and like, we all left the studio, like, it was over, like, we ain't even think about nothing. And I still wanted to put like a West Coast person. Like I had E40 in mind. I wanted to throw E40 on, because you know, he was a Florida boy. You know, everybody say Snoop, which Snoop you recommended, but I already know Snoop that what I can't afford Snoop. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm thinking. I could probably afford E40, you know. So I see, you know, I just got it chilling, man. He snuck it out, man. He let that thing get out the day after Super Bowl. Man, I started getting all kinds. My phone just won't stop ringing. I'm mad. You know how your IG and stuff be going on Twitter and it just all that whistling and stuff. It's just going crazy. What the hell going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm in Fort Lauderdale in South Carolina. We eating the burger. I'm eating the burger. We talk about the Super Bowl. Then I just start checking. I get a message from DJ Rock, steady different DJs. They're like, boy, that California, that heat. So I pick up the phone and call them like, bruh, where you get that from? They're like, oh, DJ Echo shouted out, man. I said, man, how the hell Echo? I look at Pocket like, I was mad, but at the same time I was happy because of the feedback. Like, it was crazy. Like, that was my first time witnessing something like that. Like, that's when I knew we had something, because that's never happened. All the singles we did push or whatever, like, oh, that's a nice song, cool, yeah, I like that. You know, but this was like different. Like, it was going crazy. And then when we got the attention of Tony Neal, the core DJ, like, you know, we've been supporting them, they've been supporting us for years, but we finally got his attention. You know what I'm saying? We finally got bigger rankings, attention. We starting to get all these people attention that we've been chasing for years. We got Smallz attention. You know what I'm saying? We got everybody. Like, I've been telling everybody my name, yeah, I'm currently on such for years, but now they're like, okay, come here, man, we could talk now, cause boy, you working with something. And Core DJ put it out there, man, and it was like, and then we was in the strip clubs in Atlanta, we was working it, and Reggie Ross was in there for V103. Funky, shout out to Funky, DJ Funky, man, like, really Funky set it off, I would say. Like, Core DJ helped as putting it out there for other DJs. But as far as the radio, like, I ain't gonna front. Tony Neal, you know, he had it rocking on the radio too down there in Miami. But we had a little problem, the sample wasn't all the way clear. But all the DJs wouldn't stop playing it, so we had to unregister it off media base till we got the sample clear. And then once we did that, like, it was crazy. But Reggie was like, he played it on V103, man. Like, he was on the Big Ticket show. Mike Epps was there. Mike Epps was singing. And like, talking about, I got to get back to California. It was crazy. Like, it was epic. Like, I was like, oh, man, boy, I like Mike Epps, Big Ticket. Like, grew up watching Big Ticket, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, this is amazing right here. Like, shout out Reggie, man. Like, he kicked that dope, and when he jumped on V, he was like, this is a V103 record. He's like, I'm gonna break this thing. And that's what he did, man. It's like, it was domino effect, just boom, boom, boom. And it went as far as it could go with me and Pocket, Mr. Hanky, and Rico. Like, we worked it. Wherever Rico was at, he was working it. Wherever Hanky was at, he was working it. Wherever me and Pocket was at, we was working it. And then we'll get together in the city down here, and then we'll work it, you know what I'm saying? And like, we worked it till it finally worked. And we probably got up between like 250, 300 spins a week, you know what I'm saying? That was just us. And it worked, you know, and then we was like, well, I was like, well, we need to do something, because it's just right here, like, it did like this and just stopped. I was like, and it ain't really going nowhere, so what we gonna do? And shout out to Empire, man, homie Ghazi, man. I went and, you know, I made a decision, just like being locked up. You know, when you're locked up, first thing you do is, who's the best lawyer? who's the best lawyer, who's the best lawyer. And the name you hear the most, that's who you call. And it's like, I was looking for a deal, but I was still trying to be independent. Like, I was like, man, I'm looking for a label deal. You know, I ain't looking for an artist deal. Like, bro, I'm trying to have my own artist. I'm just trying to kick in the door, make a way for Dirty North. You know what I'm saying? I was like, but I kept hearing Gazi name, like his Empire name just kept coming up the most out of everybody, and I just kept hearing good stuff, like how fair he is and this and that. And so my mind was made up when that paperwork came through. It was just so simple and clear, and no crazy stuff, because I was running through a couple contracts, you know what I'm saying? And I just didn't agree with it. You know, I had a situation with people, you know, they were cool and all. It just, the paperwork wasn't right. We just couldn't agree on the same thing, meet on the same page. But I hope ain't no harm done, you know. I hope everything's still cool, because I love the relationship I had with them. They were cool people, you know what I'm saying? And they seen 100, just like I said, the paperwork wasn't all the way right, you know. And Empire paperwork was just, it was so simple and self-explanatory, and I was like, you know, everything else I used to be like, man, what this mean? What this mean? You know what I'm saying? This was just simple, and I knew what it was, and then like talk to other people, you know, they was just like, guys, since they've been messing with them, they made so much money, and it's so fair, and they're still controlling their situation. And I was like, that's what I need, that's what I want, because like I said, man, like my grandma told me, can't nobody be my boss, man. Like, I gotta be self-employed. Like, I gotta control the situation. I don't know if it's because I'm a Virgo or what.
Now, regarding the record, you know, one thing about the record that I noticed, which is different, which is not really typical, is when an artist has a feature, the feature is usually the second or third verse. On your record, your feature is the first verse. How did that happen? And why was that decision made?
Basically, like I said, like when I had it in the archives, you know what I'm saying, the cut, it wasn't really supposed to get out there, because I still wanted to add another feature, a West Coast feature, and then I was gonna switch my verse, because, you know, I caught Dolph while he was there, so Dolph just went ahead and went first, you know what I'm saying? So I was gonna just, you know what I'm saying, switch all the verses around and put mine first, but they had got out there and it just escalated so fast, and I was like, well, it's too late. And then Dolph fell in it so nice, I was like, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody like, man, why you do that, do this? I said, look, at the end of the day, as long as that credit showing and I'm getting that check, that's all that counts for me, you know what I'm saying? And then T.I. came on and slid in front of Dolph, but it was like it was other people that got on it, and I was like, nah, Dolph need to stay first, because I was like, it just feels so right the way he came in on it. I was like, I can't see nobody else. I said, he laced it. Like, you know, there was other artists who wanted to get on it, but they're like, nah, he got to go. I'm like, hell to the no, you just ain't gonna get on it, because like, I'm like, he laid it down, I love it. But when T.I., he just slid in front of him, and it was like when Dolph was at first. It was so comfortable, and it felt right. That's how it was when Tip. It was comfortable and it felt right, so I was like, okay, cool. You know, Dolph was like cool with it. Like, ain't no harm done. We had a hit. Like, at the end of the day, we got us a good record, and that's all that it's about. Like, you know what I'm saying? That good music, bringing that good music, because we ain't got a lot of good music coming out no more. You know, you got good music, that it's good riding music, you know what I'm saying? Because the beat and stuff, you know, you like to hear, but you probably ain't really listening to what they saying. But that right there is like, you got kids and grandmas and everybody bopping the two-stepping and line dancing and everything to this song right here. And that's what made me realize, like, okay, all this time, you know, I talk that trash stuff because that's all I know, that's all I live. Like, I'm not fronting, I'm not trying to do this. This is how it's done because that's what it is. Like, but now I'm trying to bring this kind of music. Now, I will say that, like, this trap stuff is nothing. It's just, this me is gonna come out. But this good, feel-good music, like, that's what I'm gonna shoot for, and that's what I'm gonna try to bring, because that's what's winning. Like, man, I gotta be able to have my daughter singing my song, man. If I might see kids and grandma singing it, but let's try to give them something to sing, you know. California, you know, she's still a little rugged and trapped out, but they love it, they feeling it, so we're gonna try to bring it like that and just try to tighten it up, clean it up a little bit more, you know what I'm saying, because ain't nothing like that worldwide money.
Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't seen a person come out with a single and the feature is first, maybe since David Banner and Little Flip, Like a Pimp.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not something you usually see.
Yeah.
It's usually
well, I'm different. Like I said, you know, everybody like I don't do this for the fame. You know, like it just happened. Like it slipped out there. It was what it was. We got a hit. We done lucked up and got us one. Like my homie said, we won at 80. Out of 80 different songs we done dropped, we finally got that one. You know what I'm saying? And like, hey, it is what it is. As long as it feel good, man, we bringing it to them, man. It's like, as long as them points coming through. Y'all make sure y'all cop that thing on iTunes, please. California.
Now, you mentioned Mike Epps earlier, and of course you mentioned Tip on the remix. What's been your favorite celebrity reaction to the record so far?
Man, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like, man, I can't really compare them. Like, everyone is my favorite because whether it's Mike Epps, Michael Blackson, to this little girl, or look, this girl and her little baby singing it, you know what I'm saying, to just a group of young ladies riding in the car singing it, to the homies singing it that I met on the road with Bigger, like Chaotic, you know, shout out that Chaotic, Little St. Louis, Cannibal, different homies, you know what I'm saying, just seeing that come back, it feel good to see them singing it. And then when you see a bad one, when you see them pretty things, man, you know what I'm saying, like I'm a window shopper, you know what I'm saying, like, I got a woman at home. I got a good woman. She handling business right now. She handling the kid. You know, I got my niece and nephew I just took in. Really, she just took in because my career picked up with this music. So my sister got locked up. The state had took them. I got them back, thank God. And we got them at home. They happy, but, you know, she going through it real hard right now, raising our daughter and my niece and nephew. And, like, man, that's why I can't break her heart, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a window shopper. I like to talk, I flirt, you know what I'm saying? I try it on, but I ain't gonna wear the fit like all the way, you feel me? When I say try it on, I ain't talking about I ain't doing nothing physical with them. But, you know, I conversate, I give them what they want, I let them know, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're a friend, you're a fan or whatever, you know, but I window shop, you know? You go shopping, I just look at it, okay, that's nice, and keep up moving, and go home and put that same outfit back on.
Now, what's been your weirdest fan reaction, if any, to the record that you might have seen online or in person?
Man, it's crazy. Like, I had a funny one, man. We got it earlier and stuff. What dude name on Instagram? Yo, he was doing the James Brown too. Like, he was just like, he was killing it, and like it was hilarious. Like, I like that, but the crazy stuff, like, man, I had a dude call in, man. This is crazy, cause we did what show was it? The morning show, Sway the morning show. Sway wasn't there, but it was Mano filling in with Heather B, and all the people called in, and it surprised me, cause I listen to satellite radio all the time. It's like people wait to call in just to diss somebody. And they be like, oh man, that song is great. Don't quit what you're doing. They be like, oh man, I really appreciate it. Like, oh, you suck, kill yourself, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, people call like, yeah, I love this song. I've been riding all with Ohio on it. I'm like, I'll wait for an answer because I don't know if it's a setup. I'm like, oh man, I appreciate that, you know. Everybody loved it. Then this one dude called in. It's like, yo, that song suck, man. Put him on the bench, man. And we was like, what the world? Everybody look. Who is this guy? He's like, man, y'all stole that song, man. It sounds just like I'm talking just like you right now, too. Yeah, man, you stole that song, man. Hey, you know you bit that from us. We like, bruh. He's like, man, we had this song called spin it again or something. I forgot. You know what I'm saying? Which I heard it after we dropped the song in the club, because we was at Crave and DJ Peanut was spinning. Me and Hanky was up in there breaking it. And there was some Detroit dudes up in there. They like, yo, you remember this joke when such and such did? Yeah, yo, my homies from Detroit had us. Yo, that's what I was like, oh, for real? Where I ain't know that. So I heard it one day on the mix show, like Rude Jew played it right after California. I heard it. You know what I'm saying? It was straight, but it was more older. Like, we reinvented it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was nothing like what y'all were talking. Like, the song can't even compare. Like, it was cool and all. I'm pretty sure with the anthem around there, but obviously y'all ain't there pay for the sample or something, and y'all ain't do what it needed to do. Cause mine going where it's going. You know, you calling in hating on it. Like, bro, you could have been calling in like, yo, man, we ought to get together and do something together instead of being a hater, you know what I'm saying? But I handled it like a G. I ain't get mad because, you know, everybody feel their own way. And either Heather B and Mano, like, man, they're like, is your song called California? Do the dude sing like that? Or like, so how he stole your song or whatever? Like, it was crazy. That was the craziest junk I ever had so far. But I know I got a lot of crazy stuff coming. Man. I ain't even tripping. I just try to be humble and don't feed it to the old me with a snap. And be like, man, shit whack anyway, whatever. But, you know, it was straight. Like, I heard it. It was straight. Like, I heard it right after the mix. And, you know, what they were talking, you know, real recognize real, I like, all right. But the beat wasn't the same. Like, a sample's a sample, so of course it's gonna sound alike, because you're using the sample, the main part. But that bass line ain't had that hanky bass line, man. And I'm talking about that breakdown. Dun, 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 dun. Like, no, it's not the same song, bruh. It's crazy, man.